Properties of Angles, Worksheet 22, questions 13 through 31. For this entire page, we're going to use this figure right here. So again, you'll use that figure to answer the entire page. Now, for questions 13 through 24, I strongly suggest using your notes, and this part of the notes that's underneath the definition of transversal. So again, this part of your notes, hint, hint, is extremely helpful for answering questions 13 through 24. Now I'm going to help you with 13 and 21. The rest you'll be on your own. Before I do that though, I want to draw our zigzag. I told you when you're drawing your zigzag, start with vertical angles. So I'm going to start with angle 2, and I'm going to go to angle 3. They are vertical angles, and vertical angles are congruent. They have the same measurement. Then we use alternate interior angles. 3 and 6 are alternate interior angles. They are also congruent. And then I'm going to finish my zigzag with vertical angles because they are, again, congruent. So it goes vertical angles, alternate interior, vertical angles. So this middle part again, I just said what they are. They are alternate interior angles. What makes them alternate? The reason why they are alternate is because one is on one side of the transversal and the other is on the other side of the transversal. They're on different sides of the transversal. And they're interior because they are between the parallel lines. That yellow shaded region is the interior angle. So 3, 4, 5, and 6 are in the interior, where 1, 2, 7, and 8 are in the exterior. So again, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are in interior, 3 and 6 are on opposite sides, and remember these angles are never adjacent. They're never side by side, so it can't be 3 and 4. So my first pair of alternate interior angles is angle 3 and angle 6. Now when you write your answer, make sure you have an angle symbol. So angle 3 and angle 6. Don't just put 3 and 6. You'll get points off. Now if you want to write that and sign, you can. If you want to write out the word and, you can. If you want to put a different type of and sign, I don't care, as long as you have angle 3 and angle 6. Okay, so you're going to find the other pair of alternate interior angles. And then for 15 and 16, you're going to find the alternate exterior angles. 7 and 18, you'll find the same side interior angles. 19 and 20, you'll find the same side exterior angles. Remember, those names pretty much tell you exactly what you're looking for. And again, hint, hint, use that section of notes that I showed you earlier. Now, there are two pairs. I don't care if, if you put one pair, so one person might have 3 and 6 there, or maybe they wrote 3 and 6 down here. It doesn't matter as long as you have the correct pairs under each section. So what's an answer for 15 for one person might be the answer for 16 and vice versa for another person. Okay, corresponding angles. Remember, corresponding angles are in the same position. So I'm going to start with angle 1. Angle 1 is the top left angle of this group of angles up here. So down here, what is the top left angle? The top left angle would be angle 5. They are corresponding angles. Therefore, angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. For corresponding angles, there are 4 pairs. Make sure you list all 4 pairs. Okay, so right now, pause your video and finish questions 13 through 24. Okay, questions 25 through 31. It says use the figure above to answer questions 25 through 31. If angle 6 measures 38 degrees, what is the measures of the remaining angles? Angle 6 is 38 degrees. So let's go back up to our figure. And let's put that angle 6 is 38 degrees. Now, does that angle fall on the zigzag? Yes, it does. So that means all of the angles on the zigzag are 38 degrees. So make sure that you fill out all the angles on the zigzag are 38 degrees. You have to have an angle measurement for every single angle on here. I'm not going to write it. You have to write it. How do I find the other angles? How do I find the 4 that are not on the zigzag? Remember, you need to use subtraction. Okay. Now, this right here would be a linear pair. Linear pairs are 2 angles that form a straight line. Linear pairs are supplementary. So to find the other angles, you're going to take 180 minus 38. And that's how you'll find the measure of angle 8. You must have this work written down right here. Okay, now I'm not doing that subtraction for you. You need to get out a calculator or do it in your head and find what 180 minus 38 is. And if you did that, that's going to be all of those angles. So whatever you get when you take 180 minus 38, that will be your answers for 8, 5, 1, and 4. So make sure you have all the measurements listed there just the way like I did for the notes. Notice how I have an angle measurement everywhere on every single angle, and right there's my work showing the subtraction. You're going to want to do the same thing for the worksheet. Once you have all the angle measurements up there, then you're going to come down to the bottom here and you're going to fill out what they are. If you have any questions on 13 through 31, please let me know.